I was young. It's not really something that's talked about or it's common. I didn't know. I wish that it was more known. I wish more people spoke up about it to where I knew more about it, knew what to avoid, what to look for. I just remember waking up in a hospital and my parents were just so upset, and that's like the worst feeling, is causing the people you love to be so upset. And it's hard.
There's a very, very good chance you're going to know somebody in an abusive relationship at some point in your life. And this is why we present to anybody and everybody. My name is Bobby Sudbury. I'm the executive director and co-founder of Kaity's Way, and more importantly, I'm Kaity's mom. Teen dating violence is basically two kids dating that the relationship is abusive. There's abuse going on in the relationship, whether it be verbal, emotional, psychological, or physical. There's a lot of dismissiveness of teen dating violence because I have seen it, I've heard it, where people look at it, oh, it's just a couple kids having an issue, it'll blow over, not a big deal, it's just two teens, what could happen? In our life, we saw the worst possible thing happen. Well, Kaity's Way was created to honor Kaity. And it was mostly because we realized that after the fact that we weren't alone. When I was looking at the statistics and I saw that 81% of adults didn't even realize that teen dating violence was an issue, and me and my husband didn't even realize it had a name, that anybody acknowledged it as that. We just felt like we were being severely harassed and wanted to know what could we do about it. And because there were so many unanswered questions, that we decided in Kaity's name, we would honor her by helping others, because that was her nature. She was just a very helpful, loving, considerate person that would do anything to help others. What we do is we help other young people identify early on abuse in a relationship, because the earlier you identify it, the easier it is to get out.
I would say the constant need to be with the person, but not in a healthy way. The text messages and the calling, no one needs that. There's other things in life than just that one person that you're with.
Always asking where you're going, villainizing your friends and your family.
Hitting, punching, getting shoved into things.
Putting them down, making them feel that they're the only person they need. And of course, there's so many things that could be red flags apart from that.
These are coercive, controlling behaviors, and there's not a whole lot of physicalness to these things. Things happen early on that maybe you could see it, but then sometimes we write them off.
There were so many things, even from early on when we were dating in high school, of him taking my phone and smashing it, or telling me who I couldn't be friends with and where I should go, or we were living together and it was our apartment, but I wasn't allowed to have a key. I remember the workshop that I sat in and was watching her present, and I actually almost had to get out and leave because I didn't want Bobby to notice that I was getting emotionally upset. As she explained the cycle and talked about the all good part goes away, I realized we hadn't had that all good part in years.
So she'd accept his apology, it would go back to it's all good. Do you think it stayed there? No. Because in an abusive relationship, this cycle spins around, it gets to going so fast, you don't see the yellow anymore, all you see is red.
I don't want to stay in this relationship, and either something happened to me because of him or because of myself, because of the emotions and the negative effect that it was taking on me. I had lost myself, and when I was watching her talk, I realized it's either him that's going to take my life or it's going to be me.
It's not talked about in schools or anything. Like in high school when I was there, it was never talked about. It was always just kind of, if it was something, it was like, oh, one in something people, and then it just move on to the next thing.
This kind of stuff isn't taken seriously when this happens. It's obviously a very painful story, and it's a story that people need to hear. It's something that people need to know about.
Raising awareness about domestic violence is so important because it affects us all. No matter what age, social economic background, whether you're married or single. And unfortunately, we see a lot of the traits of when there are perpetrators of domestic violence. Sometimes they happen in the first or second relationship in one's life, which is usually in the teenage, adolescence age range. Our Teen Dating Violence Initiative stems out of our Governor's Youth Commission. We have a Teen Dating Violence Committee. So there you'll see everyone is under the age of 18. So you'll see peer-to-peer interaction when it comes to outreach and awareness on the topic of teen dating violence. And it's through the governor that we are given this platform to really not only give awareness to agencies and other nonprofits, but community members, people that may not have or realize what domestic violence is all through the work of our governor.
A healthy relationship really evolves around peace. And it's all about patience, empathy, acceptance, caring, and equality. Those, along with respect, love, and honesty, you have a very positive, loving, and caring relationship. And that's what it should be.
I think a healthy relationship is really when you two are like there to build each other up. It's not like one person is above the other person and they mean more, they are better than the other person. You guys are equal.